migrant students, it's actually required by the law for migrants in Massachusetts to get this transportation. Now, of course, he claims it's inaccurate to suggest that these children receiving busing is the reason why your kids did not. But again, simple math says 100 migrants at a hotel and 150 overflow at a bus. That's a close enough to the approximate that we can understand that at least 2/3 of them are the reason why you're not getting transportation. And then he says, if we were not receiving funding from the state for the students living in hotels and shelters, we would not be able to have these 2 additional buses. Again, the 2 additional buses for the illegal migrant children. Now, of course, obviously, even if the funding comes from a special program from the state and not from the local government, the fact of the matter is the state is bailing out the local government for migrant children, but not for the children that are residents of this area, not for the children that are legal immigrants, and not for the children that are American citizens. The state is also paying for the hotels for these illegal migrants, but guess what? If you're homeless, you don't get a bailout. You're out of luck. And by the way, most of our homeless are veterans, or a high number of them are veterans. So if you serve our country, you have injuries both seen and unseen, you can't work and function in regular society, you end up on the streets, good luck finding a tent for yourself. But if you're an illegal migrant, you get a hotel and first-class bus service to all 5 elementary schools, because gosh, we can't just stack the migrants up in one school. That would be too uncomfortable for them.
All right, y'all. I mean, y'all got this. Y'all got to understand. I mean, come on, man. Come on. It's so much information out today. First of all, I just want to say shout out to anybody that's tuned in right now. I'm doing this video. It is 8:00 a.m. You know I'm an early bird and a night owl. But I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the other videos about what's going on, and I think it's in Colorado, about the Venezuela gangs with the AK-47s. It's all over the news. And they just took over this apartment complex. I mean, literally like Nino Brown, like New Jack City, if y'all seen that movie. If you didn't, go check it out. Classic. Now, this video right here is about American kids kicked off bus because it wasn't enough, basically wasn't enough room. The migrants took over. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to understand this, people. This is by design, y'all. There's nowhere in the world. Look, they are really, really trying to get under people's skin. They are really, really trying. They're really trying to piss you off. They want to create a war. They want us fighting. This is basically undercover racism when you think about it, because now they're creating another type of race war. It's not really about color no more now. It's not about color. Now the war is going to be based on U.S. citizens warring against foreigners now. You see what I'm saying? Venezuela, Colombia, whoever, don't even matter. If you're a foreigner, it's going to be beef now. If you're getting all this, this subsidy help from the gov, and then the gov ain't going to help its own people, which the government did help its own people for years, you know what I'm saying, by giving you Section 8 and everything. But this is just on a whole new level now. It's kind of like, could you imagine two parents, a mother and a father, and they got 5 kids, and they selected 2 of the kids, or better yet, let me do a better analogy. Let's just say if you have a mother and father, and they have 3 kids that's biologically theirs, and they had 2 adopted kids that they adopted from the system. And just imagine the parents treating the adopted kids better than their own biological children. You know, more gifts on Christmas to the adopted kids, adopted children, better birthdays, etc., etc. You know, how would that make the biological children feel? It's going to be war. The biological children going to be looking at the adopted children like, yo, I can't stand you. And there's going to be fights. It's going to be arguments. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos. Jealousy, envy going to arise. That's what they're doing. That is what they're doing, people. They are creating jealousy and envy. When I found out, when I seen the receipt that these immigrants had 13,000, 15,000 food stamp, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But guess what? I just let it roll off my back. I don't care. But everybody's not like me. So there's going to be some people out here that's going to be mad. They're going to be frustrated. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be some violence. You're going to see a lot of violence in these upcoming days. People are going to be reacting, just, it's going to be, I'm trying to tell you, people are going to be shooting at just immigrants now. Especially since they've got this Venezuela crap going on, with these gangs. I'm trying to tell you, it's about to go down. It's going to get real physical in that world. So you gotta be aware. I'm not telling you to get involved. You gotta be on the side. The chosen, you're gonna be on the sideline anyway. But for the masses, it's about to get bloody. And they're creating this. They want people frustrated. And right now, they got a nerve to kick the kids off the bus that belong here. You're not allowed to ride the bus to go to school, because now we got to have room for the immigrants. That's going to create more chaos, people. More chaos. This is all strategically by design. Why? Why, D? Why? Because the system is failing. It's over. The beasts don't care no more. It's a wrap. Why do you think they got all these underground bunkers? They watching the show. They watching the Gang Stalker show. No, they watching the Gang Stalker Simulation. The best channel on YouTube.
We got to spread them out across the town. Yeah, this is obviously absurd. This is obviously crazy. And in fact, there was so much pressure that was put on Stoughton and on the Massachusetts governor by people being outraged by this, that it appears, as of now, they have some kind of a solution to address the shortage. In fact, political pressure from the citizens actually forced the resignation of 2 individuals in the central administration office, and that provided the funding for these kids that actually wanted to get on the bus. So this is what happens when you actually fight back against your state, fight back against the prioritizing of...
So I'm going to show y'all real quick. Hold on. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all just real quick what they doing. This is the Venezuela gang coming to take over this crib. I don't know, what this was about, but they just ran up and they just breaking in people's cribs, man. You know what I mean? And this is in Colorado. So, and they got big guns and everything. I'm not laughing like it's funny. I'm just saying, like, and then people calling the cops, and the cops was like, ain't nothing they can do about it. Like, so it just let you know, man, this is all Antifa, man. They allowing this to go down. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sit back, man, and watch the show. You know what I mean? What the hell you mean you ain't got nothing to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay your salary. How the cop officer gonna say they ain't got nothing to do when you pay their salary? You know what I mean? But, like I said, man, y'all should have been watching Gang Stalker Simulation, man. I've been told y'all, you know what I'm saying, that America is going down the drain. I've been told y'all. I've been telling y'all for the last 6-7 years, player. Holla back. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We out.
This is New World Order, people. This is the New World Order community policing. Satanic robots for the New World Order right here in Bro Bridge.